How's it going today, YouTube? So a while back, I did a video of Dragon Ball Z versus Star Wars with my other brother. This here is Luke, my younger big brother. Anyway, so someone asked me in the comment section, hey, have you watched Super yet? It was good too. I watched Super, wasn't the biggest fan of it. I do like it. I just felt like the way a lot of the arcs in it was horrible. Like Resurrection F, loved it. The ending was horrible though. Horrible. Same way with Goku Black arc. The ending was horrible. And basically what I'm saying is I just feel like overall Dragon Ball Z was way better. In my opinion, way better. Like my favorite arc, hands down, was the Frieza arc. There is nothing better. Like, Super is not comparing to Dragon Ball Z. Like, that's my opinion. Like, don't get me wrong, the graphics are better in Super and the fight scenes were awesome, but it's a more modern anime. So, of course, it's gonna have better graphics, better fight scenes, all that good stuff. But overall, I just feel like Z was a better story. And yeah, my boy Vegeta, hey, he should have got the win over Goku Black if you didn't give it to him against Frieza. Like, they set that arc up like he was gonna be the one to kill Goku Black. Like, whenever he overheard Bulma talking about, oh, well, don't worry, Goku's gonna get him. That hurt his pride. So, like I said, in my opinion, I just should have been Vegeta to get the kill. So, and then Z, hands down, dude. That Cell and Goku stare off, that was like the hardest staring anime ever. Whenever he went to the ring and saw Perfect Cell. That was the hardest. Hands down the best stare off in anime history. What's your thoughts?
Here's the thing, I'm devil's advocate here. I really like Super. I think it stacks up to, if it's not better than Z. Z had some arcs that was a mess. The Buu arc.
How do you say it stacks up with Z?
The Buu arc was a mess.
How is it a mess? All right, okay. How is the Frieza arc a mess? Go ahead on that one.
I wasn't saying Frieza arc was a mess. I was saying Frieza arc was one of the only, I'll say that was the one really solid arc they had.
What about Cell?
The Cell arc was good, but I don't think it was half as good as Frieza, and it just sort of stacked another level of Super Saiyan on there. And that was it.
Well, you know, originally it was supposed to end after the Frieza arc.
Plus, the entire ending of that got trashed in post when they handed the protagonist back to Goku. So the entire ending of Cell felt like it got trashed anyway. So.
I mean, they kind of ruined Gohan with the whole Saiyaman thing, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the arc was good itself, they usually ended up trashing it later.
How do you feel Super was able to stack up with Z, though? That's my thing.
I feel like Zamasu was a really good villain.
He was, but it ended crappy, though.
The ending was bad, but everything else in that is some of the best fights, some of the best moments we've seen in Dragon Ball in that arc.
All right, well, how do you feel about the Golden Frieza arc, then?
The Golden Frieza arc, it was all right. I like the premise because I think it makes sense. You know, Frieza was really just supernaturally gifted and he didn't train. So obviously, the moment he trains, something like that's going to happen.
It should have been Vegeta to get the kill, though.
It should have been Vegeta to get the kill. But I do think it was a good arc. Super Saiyan Blue was an interesting transformation. It was one of the first sort of new things we saw where they stacked transformations on top of each other, which is something Super's a big fan of. You see that with Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and then later Super Saiyan Blue, Kaioken, all that. And I do think the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament was alright.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean,
I like Cabba as a character. I don't like Cabba's design, I'll say that. But I think Cabba is an interesting character.
I don't like none of those Saiyans just for the simple fact they became Super Saiyan off the tingle of their backs. When I watched Vegeta go through all kind of rage and training to become a Super Saiyan, you know?
Well, that's just a side effect of a bigger Dragon Ball problem, which is power creep. They had to do that because if they didn't, let's be completely honest, they would have been irrelevant. Nobody would have.
I mean, honestly, they shouldn't even been able to compete against anybody in Universe 7.
Okay, so let's say that happens, and Vegeta goes in there and he just wipes everybody out in one punch, and whole arc, one episode.
I mean, I get that, but like with me, the Tournament of Power, they All right, so I get it. It was the build up. They had a lot of build up, but I just felt like a lot of those guys that Vegeta and Goku fought, it should have been like over like that, you know, in my opinion.
Well, that happens in all Dragon Ball. Everybody likes to play with their food.
I get that, but Vegeta is one of them guys that'll kill you quick too now. Don't get me wrong, in the Cell arc, he did play with Cell a lot whenever he was in semi-perfect. He was about to kill him until he decided, hey, I wanted to see how tough you can be at perfect form. But overall, man, like, you saw what he did to the Ginyu Force. As soon as he got a chance to kill all of them, he killed them. As soon as he saw Captain Ginyu, when he came back, he killed him right away. He didn't even give him a chance.
Yeah, that's true, but one, in Tournament of Power, obviously you couldn't kill anybody.
No, but
most of Vegeta's attacks are supposed to be really lethal.
Yeah, I get that, but he should have had no problem knocking out a lot of those guys. Like, what was her name? The pink girl, Ribrienne?
Yeah, Ribrienne.
Yeah, that should have been, it was 18 that knocked her out, right? I believe it was 18 that knocked her out. So, yeah, it was 18. That was my favorite character right away because Ribrienne was so annoying. So annoying. And it was the Omni King, right? What's his real name? Zeno or something like that?
Zeno.
He's annoying to me. Now, like I said, I do like Super, but they had a way more annoying characters than Z did.
Super does have some annoying characters. I do think that the friendship Goku and Zeno have is interesting. I don't necessarily like Zeno as a character. I don't like that this little, not even man-child, just child is just the king of everything. I think the Grand Priest would be much more interesting as sort of a peak of everything personally, but...
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
I do think that the Tournament of Power, that was a very good arc. We got to see some stuff that
Ultra Instinct was awesome, dude. And I need to catch up on the manga. I haven't caught up on the manga. I do need to catch up on that, though, guys. Like, they say Goku masters Ultra Instinct a lot better, so...
Dude, look, here's the thing. You remember about Ultra Instinct. The entirety of Z... After Super Saiyan, you basically got no new transformations. Super Saiyan 2, that's just Super Saiyan again, with lightning. Super Saiyan 3, that's Super Saiyan with energy drain.
Yeah.
Like, even Super Saiyan 4 in GT, it was still just a power up.
So you like, honestly, even after we just talked about that, dude, Z is still way better than Superman. Come on. Like, the story is way better than Z, man.
I don't know. I disagree.
Like, dude, that was like one of the most, like, even then, you say they had a lot of awesome moments in Super. I feel like there was way better moments in Z.
Because Z would do something cool and then fumble over it afterwards, like they did with Gohan.
I mean, I get that, but come on, let's be honest, dude. When Gohan went Super Saiyan 2, that was like the coolest thing ever. When he was fighting Cell, dude. That was like, as a child, man, I remember going crazy over that, man.
As a kid, yeah, you look back at it with that nostalgia filter, you're gonna think it's really cool.
Yeah.
But you look at it in story perspective, like maybe going Super Saiyan 2 is cool, but after you've already seen Super Saiyan, it's just the same thing again.
Man. Well, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm out.